It's so serious, they throw that there. So welcome back, everyone. My next guest is Catherine Medina, and she's the owner of Medina Family Law. Welcome to the show. We've got another newbie here. You have a Arizona divorce and child custody guide that you've written, and I want to talk about it.
Yeah,
so you're going to do it as a giveaway, and I'm going to open up the lines of the audience for everyone to be able to call throughout the rest of the show for this, because I'm sorry, there's a lot of divorces out there that are happening all the time. I want you to tell first a little bit about yourself, what you do, and why you wrote this guide.
Sure. So my name is Catherine Medina. I am a Arizona divorce lawyer. I have my own firm with offices in Peoria and Phoenix, focusing on divorce and child custody. And I wrote this guide because I realized that a lot of people, especially people that have never been through divorce, have no idea what the system is like. And so this guide is really for those people that say, I have no idea what to expect. I don't know anything about the process. And so if you start with this guide, it's really meant to help you sort of go through, to envision yourself going through the process, understand the steps, and even simple things like what your first hearing might be called, and that will help alleviate some of the stress of this process.
So we've got our lines open here for everyone to get entered into it. Now hold on, I know that it is the holidays, and a lot of people sort of wait, right, for the holidays to be over because they want the gift, right?
Right.
And then they will call. So put the number in your phone, because you know, first of all, and I'm not saying that everybody does that in any way, but it's kind of a funny thing. So sometimes people do wait, and then they call, or something happens, and all of a sudden you are mad, you're done, you just got to get that done. So I say put the phone number in your phone so that you have the number there when you're ready. And your number to call, what's your number?
623-935-2870 is my office number.
Okay, and you can check her out on her website. It's mmazlawfirm.com. And what I want to do is open up the lines of the audience for everyone to get entered into win, and we're just going to give everyone this, because you know, really, you guys, anybody should have it. It's going to give you peace of mind, understanding the divorce process, right? So our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. And Colin, I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show. Maybe it's you or someone that you know, because that's what networking is all about. So I do want you to kind of talk a little bit about your process and what you do, what it's like when they call you and they start to work with you.
Sure. So the first thing that you can do when you're thinking about this process is to call attorneys and schedule a consultation. Get informed. That is the most important first step. Don't listen to friends and family who are telling you about what it was like for them, or I heard from so-and-so. Talk to an attorney about your specific case. When you call, we'll schedule a consultation and we'll talk with you about your case and what to expect if you work with us.
So, in your experience, how does the typical contested divorce cost? How much is it, that kind of thing? And what are the main things that make a case more expensive or less expensive?
So that's probably the most common question I get, is how much is this going to cost me? And it's a great question. And unfortunately, it's one of those answers where it depends. It depends how contested your case is. Truly uncontested divorce cases, and by that I mean people agree on what they're going to do with assets and children, those can occur in an affordable fashion, but most cases are not truly uncontested.
I was going to say, how many are not?
People tell me all the time, we agree, and then I start asking them questions. No, you don't. So uncontested cases are so costly a lot of the time because people are fighting over the children, or there's hidden assets, or they want to go for every single little thing they can because they're driven by emotions. And so that's a part of our job as the attorney, is to say, hey, look, we've got to approach this with reason, and we need to be upfront with the costs as well, because a lot of people, I don't think, realize that every single thing that you do with your attorney is going to cost you money. So I'm really upfront with clients about costs, and we're really careful with people's money.
So it's the first thing you obviously talk about, right?
Right.
Besides finding out, because you're going to, you want them to understand what this is gonna be like. And what do you, well, I guess it doesn't matter, because even if they do try and make it so that they're more on the same page, it probably turns into something when they're not, no matter what. Is that true?
Yeah, and it's partly just because they don't think about all of the things that as an attorney you see all the time and think, well, we need to address that. Even if it's not an issue now, it will arise later, and let's figure it out now while I'm here.
Right, well, that would be the best time to do it. She's located in Peoria and Phoenix, but she helps everybody statewide. And we're doing this giveaway today for everyone who's going to get her guide that she wrote. It's Arizona Divorce and Child Custody Guide that everybody should have, especially, even if you're getting married. No, I'm only kidding. But it really does happen so much that we have it, that really you need to understand the process of it, which is what you think is the most important thing. So our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. And I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show. If it's for you or someone that you know, call in here and get it from me. So your website is mmazlawfirm.com. Her phone number to call direct is 623-935-2870. So Arizona is a community property state. What does that actually mean for dividing assets?
So that basically means that anything that you acquire during your marriage is not technically yours. It's ours in the sense of you and your spouse. And that trips a lot of people up. And how I explain it is, think of it this way: during your marriage, 50 cents of every dollar that you earn belongs to your spouse, even if you were the one that was employed and earned the wages. So that means when we go through a divorce, we identify everything that the community earned and we figure out how we're dividing that.
I know, it's kind of funny how it changes after they've been married and now they're getting a divorce, because before they want it all to be 50-50, together, and then afterwards it's like, okay, now it's 50-50. What about debt?
Yeah, and debt is really painful for people when they come to that realization, because they always say, well, my name's not on the credit card, I didn't make those charges. So what? It's a community property state. That debt, when you marry that person, becomes yours.
This is why you need the guide.
Yes.
It's going to help you understand all of these things. So call in here, and our number here is 602-277-5369. Okay, child custody is a huge concern for parents. How do Arizona courts decide custody, and what can parents do to ensure the best outcome for their family?
So when we talk about custody, we're talking about physical custody and legal custody. Legal custody is the right to make decisions for your child, such as educational and medical. Physical is parenting time, how much time they're going to spend with each parent. Arizona's overall standard for approaching custody is what is in the best interest of the child. That is really vague, and so you can make a lot of arguments in either case, going either way for either parent. So that's why uncontested cases, a lot of the time you're arguing over child stuff, because you can make so many different arguments, but really it comes down to what is in the best interest of the child, and the parents should really be the ones to be able to determine that. You do not want a judge determining that for you and your family.
No. What about pets?
Pets are property in the state of Arizona. So yeah, if that is important to you, tell that to your attorney.
I'll tell you something right now. Well, first of all, I think it's great that you're so knowledgeable, and as well that you've written this guide for everybody, so it really shows that you're passionate about helping others, but not just helping them get through the process, but understanding each step along the way, and how that is so important to you for your clients to know that. So we've got everyone that's going to get this guide from here, and guess what? You can call in here throughout the rest of the show. It could be you or someone that you know, and we all know that a lot of people are thinking about this and they kind of hold on tight to it, but then, something happens, boom, you need it. Maybe put the phone number in your phone. Her number to call direct is 623-935-2870. We've got our lines open here for everyone to get the guide at 602-277-5369. So what are some of the most common myths that you hear about divorce and child custody?
The most common one is that moms always get custody. And because the standard for determining custody in the state is the best interest of the child, that's just not accurate. You can't just go into court and say, I'm the mom, I've always raised them, so I'm gonna get custody. So the best interest analysis really kind of turns that on its head, but a lot of people feel that, oh, mom's gonna get custody, and that's just not
It's not,
true.
my ex-husband had full custody.
Yeah, and you can
I
talk.
ended up with him,
Mhm.
and Kate became the overnight mom,
Yeah,
right? So I can tell that she's telling the truth.
yeah.
Yeah, she knows her stuff, so you can check her out on her website. It's mazlawfirm.com. You can also call her at 623-935-2870, or call in here and get the guide from us. Did you like it?
Yeah, it's very
Okay, hold on
good.
tight, stop, they're gonna turn off everything first.